Hello, I hope you're well. Today I have a palette collection for you. This video is me bragging about what palettes I have. Some people might think it's a lot, some people might think it's not a lot, but I just wanted to show you because you might be interested to see, and also there might be a palette which takes your fancy that you've not heard of before. I don't know. I just thought it was going to be a nice video to film. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going through in any particular order because I'm not. Simple answer. I'm not going for any order. I'm just going to pick them out as they come. So here we go. I got a big box here with all my palettes, and it's very heavy, and I've got a few on the side as well. So I'm going to start with this one. It is the Sleek Makeup Eye Define Eyeshadow Palette in Original 594. Here are the colours. I originally brought this for Halloween. I dressed as a mermaid. I'll insert a little photo here. And I brought it for the blues and purple shades. And I've not really used it much since. I actually really like these shades here, but I've not used it since. I guess I kind of forgot it was there. But it has this quite nice, like obviously it's quite a cheapy palette, but it's got a nice mirror in it. Some nice colours. What's that one? I think I'll do the inexpensive ones first. I have this little one from MUA. This is MUA Merge Trio eyeshadows. I basically brought these before I went on a night out because I thought they were pretty, and they were very expensive. They are really pretty, but I don't often use them. My cousin's got, I think from the same range of palette, well, like one of these, but in slightly different colours, and she uses it all the time, so they are good. I just don't, I kind of forget about it, although, oh, that colour is lovely and it's very, very pigmented. I'll do a little close-up of the swatches after. It's lovely and it's very pigmented. So yeah, these are quite nice. I need to use these more, and also they're small, so you can take them around with you. They're very cheap if you don't want to be spending a lot. I've got a few from MUA I thought I'd show next, as we just done on MUA. This one is very well loved. This is the MUA Heaven and Earth eyeshadow palette. The packaging is broken. This was my first ever eyeshadow palette that I really used. When I first started doing my eyeshadow. You can see by where I've hit pan the colours which were my favourites, but I'd really recommend this if you don't want to spend a lot on eyeshadows. You want some neutral colours, and just for starting off to wear makeup. I got this when I first started wearing eyeshadows and I loved it, and I might start using it again because there are some lovely colours in here, so that's really great. And I've got this one, which I paid an entire 25p for. When I got it, this colour, as you can see here, that colour had been broken, so I got it for 25p. I've not really used it much because I kind of forgot about it. It's a Christmas edition. It's called 12th Night. So it's really nice shades in it. Love that one, and I love that one. Again, I'll do insert some swatches. But yeah, I don't really use it. I guess I kind of forgot I had it. But for 25p, I couldn't really go wrong with that. And I got one more, which is from the same kind of MUA range. And this one is called Dusk Till Dawn. And again, I got this one for when I dressed as a mermaid, but I've not really used it much since. Again, it's really nice. I don't know why I don't use this. I think this video is making me realise I need to stop buying palettes and start using the ones I have, even if they're the little cheapy ones. I think it'd be great. So I've got one from Kiko, which is one you fill up yourself, so these all pop out. These all pop out, and you just pop them in. Again, I don't use this one much. The colours I got on it are quite purpley. I ordered this online, and I think I went for colours which were just on sale just because I thought I'd try them and they were cheap. But yeah, I don't often go for purpley eye looks, so I don't use it often. Also, I'm not a big fan of the actual palettes in. I like the Fill Yourself palettes, but it's very bulky, like, it's really deep in there, and it's quite thick, so you can't really squeeze it into a makeup bag. It's a bit bulky, but I do like these eyeshadows. They're really good quality, they're really pigmented, but I don't use colours enough. Next I got two from Zoeva, which is a brand which I love. I think they're great value and they're great. So this is the Sun Power Palette, and this is how it looks. And I love this. I got loads of use out of this. Obviously it's all supposed to be blushes and bronzers. However, I do find myself using these golden shades of eyeshadows. They're so pigmented. The only thing is you need to be careful when using the brighter colours, especially like this one, not to put too much on your brush. First few times I used it, I ended up with bright orange cheeks and it was a bit much. But you get the right amount on and they're so pretty and lovely, and obviously you could use colours as blushes, bronzers, highlighters, eyeshadows, whatever you want. Really nice cheek palette. This one from Zoeva is a bit of a beefy one. Look how big it is. It's massive, it's like the size of my face. This is the Warm Shimmer Palette, and it has a lot of colours in it. So, all shimmery, as the name gives away, and it's got loads of different colours in it, so you basically use all of these colours. The only thing is I find that they're quite small and it's quite hard to get your brush in. I don't use this often, I kind of forget I have it. Need to use it more, but yeah, I find the colours are a bit small to get your brush in, but you've got pinks, greys, bronzes, greens, really nice selection of colours, so that's pretty great, and I'm going to start using that. Maybe I'll film some makeup looks using these palettes I'm saying I don't often use, might inspire me to use them. Next up, we're getting a bit more high end now. I got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in light. So there's that. And all cream contours. I use this sometimes, not all the time. I don't always contour. I also find it is a little drying on my skin. I have really sensitive dry skin, so sometimes I find this dries my skin out a lot. I also think the contour colours are very similar to each other. I love all the highlight colours and I think there's a good variation, but the contour colours are all very similar. But I do enjoy using that, and when I want to go for a contoured look, it always comes out. Next is this little guy, and this one is basically ran out. I've had this for ages. Packaging's broke. This is the Narsissist Cheek Palette, and as you see I've hit pan on every colour and I've broken the blush. I'm not sure what colours it is in this, but I will just link them down below. But when we had more in it, I used to use this all the time. I was obsessed with it. I don't know if this was a limited edition, but if not, I need to pick up another one. This is a really nice cheap palette if you want, you know, bronze, highlight and blush. Next I'm going to go through my naked palettes. So I have naked one, which is, I'm sure you've all seen it. As you can tell, Half Baked, which is a golden colour there, is my all-time favourite eyeshadow ever. I get so much out of that eyeshadow. I completely hit pan on it, and I use other colours quite a lot. The ones which don't get used are kind of the Creep and Gunmetal, the darker shades. I don't really go for those. All the neutral shades I go for. Obviously Urban Decay are really good. Really nice eyeshadows, really pigmented, blend really nicely, etc, etc. Packaging on this is not great, as everybody knows. Everyone's kind of heard all about that. Also have the Naked 2. I got this more recently, you might be able to tell it looks a bit newer. And I got this because it had Half Baked in it again, and I didn't want to buy the Naked one again, and I didn't want to buy it individually. But I have actually probably found myself using Copper as much as Half Baked, which is that shade there. And I think I prefer this to the Naked one, to be fair. Really like that, and it's got a bigger mirror, the packaging is slightly nicer. I don't have a Naked free palette, so if you recommend it, let me know, but I don't know. I feel like I always hear the shades are quite pinky, and I don't know if that would go with my red hair, so I'm not sure about that. I have the Naked Smoky palette, however, and I don't use this one that much if I'm honest. I always forget I've got it. I do really like the Dirty Sweet and Radar colours, but I don't find myself reaching for it very much. I tend to forget about it. I realised when I was doing the more high street products, I missed out actually my favourite high street makeup palette, which is this one. It is a parental advisory explicit content palette by iHeart Makeup, and it's this. I love this palette. It's got so many good colours. I'll swatch my favourites for you. They're really pigmented, really nice. I think it's about £8, something really cheap, decent packaging, good size mirror. This is well worth it. I find myself reaching for this over a lot of my high-end palettes. I love this palette, basically. Only got a few to go now. 2 left. Next I have the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette. This one. I feel like my opinion changes on this a lot. I go from really liking it to really disliking it. At the moment I'm using it quite a lot. It's quite a good size. I like the shape. It's square rather than long, which means it fits into bags, makeup bags. See? Oh, but excuse that, I've got a bit of eyeliner in the eyeshadow. I use the shade 1987 a lot. I've also been using Harajuku as blusher. And I like Steady and I like Punk too. And it's nice packaging, good size mirror. I think that's what I really like about it. Eyeshadows are really nice and pigmented. Yeah, nice colours in general. I do like that. And next is this palette which I love. This is my Stella? I think it's Stella. All I Love palette. And I'll open it up for you. There it is. I love this. I got this in M&S just after Christmas. It was at the start of January, and they had it on the side, and it was on sale half price. I think it was for about £20. And I didn't really know what was in it, but I thought, oh, it's a really good brand and it's a good price, so I'll buy it. Got to the till, they charged me £14 for it, and oh, I'm in love with it. It's got nice blushes in, which I use all the time. I love this eyeshadow. The eyeshadows are so pigmented, so nice. It's got a mascara in it. I've only used it once or twice, but it's really good. It's great. The only thing I don't really like about it is the packaging. Like, it's a bit cardboardy and not great, but the actual products inside are amazing. I think that is it. That is it. That's all of my palettes. If there's any palettes you'd recommend to me, please comment below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I helped you out a little bit, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!